all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke.
What's up, fellas, and welcome back to the Smoke Episode 5. I'm DK alongside A1 and our Season 30 Super Bowl champ. Kylo's in the building. What's up, fellas?
Man, what's good with you, bro?
Yeah, just, another thing that you normally do over here, Kylo, winning ships, holding it down for your favorite team. It is nothing better than winning a Super Bowl in this league with your favorite team. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to A1. A1's going to take this over and do this interview with our Super Bowl champ. This is going to be our second one. We did one with J-Rod last season. So we're going to go ahead and keep the trend going and try to bring it all the way into Madden 22. But it's all you, A1.
My man, I appreciate it, man. Look, man, we got the Super Bowl champion here, my man Kylo, man. Y'all got to give a round of applause for my man, for real, because that Super Bowl was legendary, bro. So, congratulations to you, man. What was your thoughts, man, on this run? You know what I'm saying? Because this was obviously, being season 30, you know what I mean, being the last season, and for you to make this run down the stretch, you know what I'm saying, in a champs division type of NFC championship and AFC championship, and then to link up with J-Rod, who was probably, the hottest in the cycle after winning back to back, man. What was going through your mind this season, bro? Talk about it.
Yeah, if I started off with, I wanted to get the pieces I want to have fun with. It's the last season. You got to do what you got to do. So I paid the bag for Kyler. And then just kind of kept it rolling, and we got to the playoffs, and we got matched up versus TJ and Tom, and I had to lock in because I wasn't letting those guys win. And then it's kind of like, well, I'm at the NFC Championship, I might as well lock in again. And then you got to the Super Bowl, so I was like, fuck it, we gotta just win this.
Nah, I mean, I just respect the gauntlet. I mean, what you thought, in the beginning of this season, you're just like, look, I got to get Kyler. And you thought that was the difference maker for you this season?
Yeah, definitely. Kyler, I mean, because if you look at my team, we got some good players. It's definitely a good team. But we don't have those abilities that some other teams have that really, open things up. We don't have a true, ability guy, except for Kyler now. But besides for him, no, you look around and nobody has any of the OP abilities. Even Avante Maddox doesn't have anything crazy at all, and he's been the number one corner, and he's 5'9". So it's just kind of been we were trying to get those abilities, and finally were able to get something that really put our team over the top, which was Kyler, and I think that was the real difference.
Definitely, bro. I agree with that. I concur with that for real, because I'm looking at the squad. I was doing my research, with the NFC Championship matchup against Hop, and I'm like, yo, my man Hop got 2 6'3" boys at corner. I'm like, this matchup,
yeah,
this might, you feel me? I'm like, this might be a little tough. Then I'm like, I look at your people, I'm like, you got to do 5'9", and he a dog, bro. Every time it was matched up one-on-one, Avante Maddox made plays, bro. For real, what about your defense? I feel like me watching it, what about your defense in this run? Do you think were you just in your bag, or you just, because I already know you all around user, but your defense looked like to step up against these high power offenses and hold them down. What was your X factor, or what was your your sauce going into this playoffs, bro?
So I've always been a firm believer that defense, there's two parts of it. It's probably 30%, 40%. I'll give it 40% your personnel that you have. So if you have a good pass rush, you have good players like that, then you're going to perform better. The rest of it is all just trying to learn players' tendencies that you're playing. So I can tell you look at the Super Bowl run, and Jared's a really great player, but I guessed right, and I came with those 2 run commits at the end there, and that's just tendencies. I'm trusting my instinct to know, this guy trusts Najee Harris a lot. He's been his guy. If I was in his position, I would run the rock and see what happens. So you got to gamble a little bit, and you got to notice those tendencies and play to them. And that's kind of how I've been playing defense, and it's worked, at least this playoff run, for the most part.
100%. Like you hit it on the nose with what you just said. Just actually calling the Super Bowl and just watching how basically your defense gave you so many opportunities to just let Kyler cook. You feel me? Like let him get in his bag. And real talk, like for some, like you just had it didn't even seem like you got a script in your head, but how did you have a script? Matter of fact, let me just say that. Did you have a script going into this? Like, all right, look, I know how these guys play. These guys, you've been playing with these guys for a while now. You're like, look, I know what I need to do. I know where I need to go type of deal. Or was it like any adjustments? Did you make anything, crazy during this run?
So it really just depends again the game. So I will tell you from in the Tom game, the game versus Tom, I definitely had a script and I definitely had a game plan for what he was kind of come out in on defense or even especially offense. I had a plan going in about what I was going to do to combat some of that. But against some guys like Hop and J Rod, there's game planning. There's things you look out for. Like let's see, for J Rod, it was look out for the RPOs. He's going to trust Najee Harris a lot in short yardage situations. In the red zone, he's going to run the ball a lot with Najee Harris, and that's kind of the game plan we came out with. And we were just trying to stick into that. I was seeing if he was going to adjust, and he really didn't with those short yardage situations. So he's going to keep playing to that hand and run commit and play to that. And if he beats you over the top, then he beats you over the top. But you make him do that, and that's kind of the mindset you have to have in some of these matchups. You know what they're going to do, and you make them beat you with the opposite. If that's how they beat you, that's how they beat you. But you got to play to what they want to do and what they feel is comfortable doing, and do that. So that's kind of really how it goes.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, man. I just, I've been sitting back like a spectator. I wasn't really an announcer. I'm just like, damn, that game against Hop. Hop, high-powered offense. I expected a little bit more defense going on in that game, and obviously you made the stop that you needed to make change this game, and put the game in your favor, and for you to capitalize as well in that NFC Championship game. What was Kylo? I think he was like 25 for 27 or something. It was. I mean,
yeah,
bro,
it's one of those. One.
Yeah, it was just crazy, bro. Like when you in your mode like that, I hate to keep harping on the same thing. I just want to know, like, yo, did you feel like in that game particular, the NFC Championship game, did you feel like there's nothing he could do to stop me on offense right now?
So there was things he was doing that would make it difficult. There was a lot of conversions I had to make on third down, but I mean, I feel like I had an answer for what he was coming out with, and he came out with a lot of man coverage. He was trusting his corners, which worked out well, but then what does that leave open? Okay, that leaves open Kyler Murray, some scrambling, some running game. So you just got to play to what your opponent's giving it to you. And, we were able to adjust early and keep on adjusting what he was trying to adjust to us with. And that's how it worked on offense. But on defense, I mean, that's why it's like people say that defense doesn't matter. And they're right to a certain extent. But you look at that game versus Hop, and, both of our defenses really didn't do a whole lot. But the difference was in that game, my defense stopping him to a field goal that one time in the second half, in the first half, and obviously the interception. So, you look at that's a 10-point swing basically, So that was really the difference in the game. So defense can help you, even if defense gives up a lot. If you're able to get that one turnover, stop that one time for them to score a touchdown, that could really be the difference. And it wasn't in the J-Rod game too, Defense stepped up against a great offense a bunch of times when I went down and had a bad decision or two with Kyler and I throw out a sack and shit happens, but your defense has got to step up, and that was the key throughout the whole playoffs.
No, I got you, man, and congratulations on this dub, bro. I just kind of wanted to get your mind frame as you was going through this chip win, and how did things work out for you, and it worked out well. As we move on, I wanted to just say, like, you ending the season this way, can you tell me how did this Madden 21 cycle treat you, bro? Like, from MSR, how did it treat you?
So, I'll be honest. Early on, I wasn't vibing with Madden in general. You can ask Timbo, you can ask Hop. the guys I was close to was like, I don't know if I'm feeling Madden in general. It wasn't even just like a gameplay thing or anything like that. It wasn't because I just wasn't winning or anything. I felt like in order to win or in order to like, be successful, I had to, play bland football. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like I was using Wentz, but I wasn't running, the RPOs, the options. I was ground and pound and then, play action, which worked, but it wasn't fun for me. So I was in a state where, I wasn't really happy with Madden. And then I kind of changed things up. Eventually, I tried to find a quarterback, and I made it work with Daniel Jones and winning the ship. And then we got to a point where I finally got the guy I wanted with Kyler Murray, and then we kind of just turned up. And if I had to rank, I've had 5 Super Bowls now. If I had to rank the best Super Bowl run, this is by far the best one. The season, the regular season is what it was, with the energy and whatnot. But my record was pretty consistent about what it's been the whole time. And when we get to the postseason, and you look at the people I had to play, I mean, that was a fucking gauntlet. DJ, Tom, which people thought, Tom was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Hop, obviously. J-Rod, obviously. I mean, it was tough. It was definitely the toughest gauntlet I had to go through. But if I didn't like the players I had and didn't like the team I had, I don't know if I would have put as much into it as I did. So.
Nah, I love that, bro. I love that. You kind of went through a little time where you kind of like, man, I'm tired of Madden, and for a lot of people, they go through that when they're not with the right players that they have and stuff like that. And for you to just say, hey, man, we're going to shoot for Daniel Jones. You get Daniel Jones, you get a chip. You get another mobile quarterback and Kyler Murray, which is, with that escape artist is just next level, and for you to do this, again, I'm happy to hear that this was your favorite chip, because for me to watch it as a spectator, bro, I really was just like, I'm in awe, by everybody for real. But like your play just was next level. So I definitely got to salute to you on that. What about this season, or what about, let's say this, let me move on. I know you've been asked this a lot, man. Like, I know y'all gearing up for 22. We all gearing up, and champs division, man. What any rumblings? What's going on with that right now, man?
So we could have, maybe I already have had one, but we could have a whole fucking discussion about champs division and the whole nuances that have gone into that. I'll tell you right now, if you look at J-Rod's latest mock, right now we're somewhat decided on AFC East. But I mean, I can tell you, it changes every day. It was NFC East day before, it was NFC South 3 days before that. We're not really going to know until we get to team select, and that's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, it's just kind of, it's going to be up in the air until it can't be up in the air, which is team select. So.
All right, so I hate to do this to you, man. You're gonna be asked this. You guys are gonna be asked this a lot, and I'm just gonna keep doing it. Hey, so if you were to pick a team right now, you know what I'm saying, what division would you want to be in, bro? Just keep it a stack.
So champs division or not champs? Like if I just pick my favorite team, like, okay.
Say y'all say, hey, I want to do this. What's that division that you want to do? What are you pushing for right now?
Anything besides NFC East, man. I mean, like, I love the Eagles and stuff, but I've been them too much, and I think I've won with them, and I want to retire the book on them and kind of put them to bed. 5 Super Bowls and 2 cycles is a lot with one team, and I think I've done it with like different teams, completely different teams almost every time, where it was each one felt unique to me, and I kind of at a point where it's like, I don't really know if I can get that unique feeling with an Eagles team again. I've won with them as much as I have, and I kind of want to take a new step, take a fresh step on a completely different team and ride with that. So having said that, I guess if I had to pick a division, I would probably pick either AFC West or AFC East. But I would have to say, if I could tell you anything, I'd probably say that. As a champs division, it'd probably be more likely we go AFC East, but I'm totally fine with that.
Nah, I like that. I do like that AFC West. they got everybody from top to bottom got a team. So it's like there's no crying, no nothing. But I do like the East as well, So like that'll be dope. And I do get that feeling of like, bro, like you just like you won 2 ships with them. You like, look, man, that's my squad in real life. That's your squad in real life, right, Kylo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you like, man, look, man, I want to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? So you want a new team and try to get that new spark. So I do get that, and I appreciate you giving the audience, a little nugget, bro. Like everybody's asking, everybody's geeked up right now. Everybody's seen the user ranking, and myself included. I'm geeked up, man. That everybody's embracing myself, and I'm moving up. So I want a good team too. So, but like okay, so moving. Let's move on to that. Let's move on and say y'all go AFC East, right? Who you think?
Yeah.
Who you think out of that division, the champs division? Obviously, you're gonna say yourself, but I'm just like, who you think gonna really hold it down in that? Who's gonna be the best? Who's gonna be the worst? Give me that.
So I think it's really going to fluctuate from the early. There's going to be different waves, kind of like how it was for the Madden 20 cycle, where Taco came out strong early, then fell off pretty hard for the rest of it. J-Rod came on, me and Hop got ours, and then J-Rod came on, and then after that, was able to close it out. But I think it's gonna be waves like that, where it's not going to be one guy the entire time. Having said that, I think it's going to go. Right now, we're looking at Hop going Bills, so I think he would be able to be the earlier winner just because of the way that team is. And then after that, maybe Taco. And then once the Dolphins get built up again, maybe I get in there for a few. And then the Jets are a little bit more of a project to me. Not saying that J-Rod can't, but I think they would probably be the ones to kind of get towards the latter half like he did this time and build up that team and then close it out. So that's probably where I have to go with that.
No, I like that. I like that. Y'all, you think in that division, y'all all gonna get a chip though?
I would not be surprised. It's tough though because the way that division's shaking up, obviously it's going to be extremely competitive. It's not like anything that we're really used to. Because we all have competitive divisions for the most part here and there. We have a couple of competitive opponents, but not where except for me, maybe with the NFC Beast last cycle. They never really had a division where there's been 3-4 guys top to bottom who are capable of being contenders. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's going to be a situation where we're going to roll everybody over like we have and then see each other in the playoffs and, figure it out from there. It's going to be a situation where the regular season for once is going to be kind of the battlegrounds, which is then, of course, whoever is able to get in and get that higher seed in that within that division is probably going to be the one who gets to the chip. But, you just never really know because just the way everybody is, you never know who's going to get that drive. You never know who's going to get hot within the 4 of us. So it's going to be interesting.
Nah, I just respect y'all for even doing it because it's just you guys are all in different divisions, and of course y'all know y'all getting out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look at this bracket right now, just not just real quick. I'm like J-Rod number 1, Hop number 1, you number 2, Taco number 2. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you was going, and y'all doing that is just I think is dope, and it brings the league a little hope too, in a way. I hate to say hope because I feel like everybody got hope. There's a bunch of good users here and dudes could get knocked off anytime, but you guys been running it, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a stack. So it gives dudes a chance to say, hey, all I gotta do is beat my man one time. You feel me? Once he gets in the playoffs, all I gotta do is beat him once and then I'm in. So
yes, sir.
I salute to y'all on that, man. I was gonna say, man, who's your favorite users and who's your least favorite users, man? This is just gonna be a shits and giggles segment where you just talk your talk, man.
So are we talking like overall users, like content, gameplay? Yeah, we're just talking strictly gameplay.
Who's people you fuck with? I mean, who's the people you mess with, bro? Just overall, forget the game. This is overall. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, like the users that like I'm probably closest with in terms of just like being friends or whatever, probably Hop, Timbo, DK, those guys. But if I had to like throw that whole friendship stuff aside and just go based off of who I enjoy content wise, gameplay wise, the whole full circle, and kind of leave those guys that I'm friends with out, it's tough. I always kind of was a fan of Dub, just because of the way he's able to really just like, it's crazy. Like he's got a busy schedule and stuff, and I know he's had his tough times in Madden, but he's always the one where I think he should play better than he does, and he can play better than he does, and he has played better than he does. And he's always got a positive energy even when he doesn't. So I appreciate that. Even yourself, A1. I mean, the way you come on this at the end of the cycle with the coming on showdowns and really playing good ball too. On top of that, it's tough to do that when you first get in. So you really have done a good job with that and making moves that were smart. With getting rid of Lamar, that's a hard thing to do. But you made it work for your team, and I can salute to you for that, for having good energy and whatever else. But I feel like I think I'd have to pick those two. Maybe I is like a close second to you guys.
Got you. I appreciate you, Brody. This, like I said, I told DK this too. I said, y'all make it easy, bro. Like, this is all about effort, man, and just showing love. You feel me? So MSR has just been one of those leagues I just love, bro. I love being a part of this. So it's dope. I appreciate that. What about some people you got smoke for, bro? Like, there's people that you just be like, I know you get spicy, Kylo, bro. Don't try to be,
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you get spicy, bro. I know how you get down. So listen, man, who you got a little smoke for? Like, maybe not smoke, just like, what you doing, bro? Like one of those, you feel me?
So I don't want to say there's a few, but there's a couple that I could think of, and I'll name them in a second. But I mean, like, just to go back to the spiciness, I remember, during the Super Bowl, the last one, I had my mic on, just for the Discord, and like I know y'all heard some like me like complaining and shit, and it's like that's just like it ain't even real. Like after the game, I'm like, yeah, it's bullshit. But like during the game, and I think everybody gets like that. You're like, man, this motherfucker really just did that shit. Are you kidding me right now? That motherfucking cheese. But no, it's all just whatever during the game. But even after the game, there's a few guys I'm just like, really? That's how we gonna be? The biggest one, I mean, like he's gone now, but number one, really fucking grinding my gears, man. That guy, cheese after cheese, the straight cheddar, you melt it, the Velveeta, that's him. And just guys like that where it's just like, there's I can name a few. I mean, Ed's kind of gotten under my skin a little bit with his gameplay at times. We're just like, bro, we really just doing PA crossers to death.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
But
so you talking about a guy, Howie? You talking about? Is that what you talking about?
Howie did his shit too, bro. I mean, Howie wasn't as bad. Howie was bad, but like Howie's just a fucking idiot, and we can just say that. Like this dude, like there's an aspect of being annoyed with somebody because of their gameplay, and I've gotten to a point in my Madden career where it's just like whatever, you just gotta learn how to beat it or just kind of deal with it, and that's how they want to play. That's how they want to play. It is what it is. There's another level of aspect of being in CFMs where you got the guys like Howie who are spouting bullshit in the chat all the time, and you're just like, bro, come on. Like, gameplay or no gameplay, like, you gotta take a step back, bro. Like, it ain't that serious. It never happens.
Relax. Right.
Yeah. So,
relax.
Yeah. Yo, exactly. So, I mean, like, Howie, Joey, has really gotten me pissed off, too, just because of that shit. I mean, like, I was his rep, and if you check out the DK's MSR 30 for 30 on that between him and Rhino. I mean, like, I only talk about it like a brief 30 seconds, but him and Rhino, motherfucker, man. I should get 20 million points as a user rank for being their rep because holy shit. The shit that they were put in my DMs, it got to a point where like I was so sure with them because I knew what they were going to say that they stopped bothering me a little bit at the end, at the very end. They started DMing Hop because they were like they knew I wasn't going to have any of it. So,
nah,
so I guess I would have to go with that route. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate your honesty, bro. Like we just need I know you got spoke for a couple of dudes, and I'm just like, like for me personally being new, I kind of just like watch, I kind of observe, and I'll be like, I don't
Yeah.
really look for nobody, but a couple of people ain't say GG. I ain't tripping off that. So it's kind of one of those funny things where you just be like, all right, but over time, I know I'm probably gonna. Only person I had problems with, bro, is that guy Howie. Like, bro, in Genesis, bro,
Yeah.
this
Mm-hmm.
dude was like, I only could play at this time, and I'm like, bro, you telling me
Oh,
I'm
time
bonding
out,
slave,
time
you mean you
out.
can't
No
play?
more, no more the Joey thrashing. I'm coming to save him. I'm coming to save the day.
Nah, DK,
He
go
had
ahead,
his
go
chance.
ahead.
Shut up, DK.
All right, I'm out. I'm
No,
out.
go
I'm
ahead.
being quiet again.
Go ahead, say what you gotta say.
No, no,
Say
no.
what you
I'm,
say.
I'm just, I'm just clashing in for Joey. So when he hear that, he know I had his back. I'm here for you, baby.
Nah, say your 2 cents about him, dog. Say your 2 cents.
Anywho, back to y'all two. I'm out this thing.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, man, just dudes just crying about times and not making shit work. That's the type of people I just can't. I just can't get with. Like, this is a Madden league. If you know what you're getting yourself into. If you busy, you busy. Everybody grown men here,
Yeah.
so handle your business. You feel me? But I just kind of wanted to get that out the way real quick, see what's good with you, man. And I really wanted to just dive into who is Kylo, man. I want you to
Yeah.
talk about something different, bro. Madden, we know you good at it, bro. You just want to chip. Talk about something that, your hobbies or something like that, something different that people don't know, in MSR. You know what I mean? Talk about it.
So I mean, it's really crazy because like if you think about it, like man, I've only been in CFMs as it is now, like as MSR is and Soden. I've only been in them about a little over 2 years, like as of now. So I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of experience, but before that, man, like I was into like hockey. I was into all the other stuff. Like I played ice hockey when I was in high school, and I was pretty big into that. Like I was even super big into football until I pretty much got into CFMs because there was never really like a big outlet for it. I didn't have a bunch of friends who were like super invested in it. We played fantasy, but that's kind of what it was. And then I got into CFMs. It's like, oh shit, like there's a place to embrace loving football as much as I do, other than just talking shit with people who don't really know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's been nice. But besides that, I mean, let's see. I mean, I'm an air traffic controller in the Air Force. Looking to get out soon in like a year or so, and hopefully continue being an air traffic controller or pursue schooling. When I'm not playing MSR, I'm just kind of chilling. I'll play like other like single player video games by myself, or I really like to go on like hikes and stuff and like explore nature a little bit. As lame as that sounds, but
It's dope. It's dope. It ain't
that's kind of do that stuff, or kind of explore new like food opportunities, new restaurants or shit like that. So that's kind of what I do.
Nah, respect, man. Sound like most people in the league. That's why like I wanted to see, who's Kylo, bro. Like that's crazy. Air Force, that's dope. So I know you a smart motherfucker. So it's funny because I do airspace. I sell airplane parts myself. So I'm in aerospace myself. It's kind of funny. So that's kind of just random, but it's like damn, air traffic control. That's pretty dope.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Anything you want to say before we sign off here, brother? Anything you want to say to MSR?
Shit. Fly Eagles, fucking fly. 5-time Super Bowl champion with my birds.
Gang.
I'm excited to pass the torch, but man, I gotta show that this fucking season was pretty dope, bro. Like winning the way I did, winning versus the caliber of players I did. I might not talk about loud in chat, but that shit meant something to me. That was one of the bigger Super Bowls I've won, and more adrenaline packed Super Bowls. Goddamn, fucking down to the wire.
It's
Had
insane.
the triple, quadruple, 10-time run commit just to get out of that shit. But
Right.
sometimes things just go your way and you guess right, and that game I guessed right, and it feels good. So I'm gonna enjoy the Super Bowl. Take Madden 21 cycle for what it was, and man, I'm really looking forward to this Madden 22 cycle with all the new features and other shit going on, and new teams. Hopefully get out to the AFC and see what's going on over there, because I'm sick of that fucking NFC, but we'll see what happens.
Nah, man. Hey, Kylo, appreciate you, bro. Hey, DK, appreciate you, bro. If DK, you got any rapid fire for him, real quick? Anything on your heart?
Man, I
Before we
got.
close.
I mean, you covered everything, man. Great job, you too, man. I always love hearing things. I love the fact that you brought in like what Kylo does and stuff like that on his downtime. And I didn't know you was air traffic control. I knew he was in the military, but didn't know he was air traffic control. So I mean, that's a dope job, and like that's an important job as well. So I mean, like you just don't know what people are going through or doing in their lives, man. And it's good to hear something outside of Madden, especially now that we're at the end of the cycle to where ain't much going down. So it's just good just to get another feel for something else. So great job tonight, A1, man. You've been on it. Congratulations on your spot.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying? Kylo, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations to you and your Super Bowl as well. As long as somebody beat J-Rod, and I'm going to always throw shade at J-Rod. He knows it. So, yeah. Close us out, A1.
Hey, man, MSR stand up. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah.